Okay, we're gonna do a vlog, kind of catch up what's been going on with my life. I'm gonna walk up and down my street and give a little update. Dogs have to stay here. Dogs got their shock and collar zone. That's their limit. They can't go no further than that. Okay, and get this gimbal to work. All right. Now, okay, I got my second trip to the Philippines coming up pretty soon. Bought my tickets almost a year ago, and I leave out April 7 for 2 weeks vacation from my work. But this past February, my wife and I had our 1-year wedding anniversary, LDR. And the very next day, I had a heart attack at work. We had an ice storm, and so we had been shut down for 2 days. We worked on a Monday, but then we didn't run Tuesday. We had Tuesday milk on the truck. So we sat home for 2 days and went back out Thursday morning, and didn't get to leave out till 8 o'clock in the morning instead of our normal. That's what we would consider one of our #1 customers when you have when you're short on milk or you've been off for 2 or 3 days. It's your hospitals and your nursing home. So I get this car running. So I just go to the St. Bernard Village Nursing Home. Before I got there, my last stop, I started getting hot, and so I took my coat off, switched it out for my sleeveless vest, but I still had my boggin, I guess you could call it. Keeps your head warmer than a regular hat. I got to the nursing home, got out of the truck, and I was getting kind of hot with wearing the vest. And that boggin was burning me up, but I went ahead, went inside, got my order, got the milk out of the truck, and stocked everything up. And then that's when everything went dark. I got extremely hot, flash, and couldn't breathe. They grabbed me a stool, set me down. They had called their nurse to come check me out. And I had my chest pain, short of breath, left arm was hurting. And so they called an ambulance, and they told me not to worry about my milk truck. They would call the company, and for me just to relax and be calm. They called an ambulance. The ambulance came and picked me up, and hooked the wires all on me. And they asked me, did I have a preference on what hospital? I told them no, I didn't. They said, well, good. For St. Bernard Hospital, he's only a couple of blocks away. So they hooked me up, the monitors and stuff, and the paramedic told me, so listen, Mr. Shipman, I'm not going to sugarcoat this thing. He said, you're having a heart attack. He said, but the good news is we're 2 minutes from the hospital, and their heart doctor's there waiting on you. So he was right. I mean, we got there, they wheeled me out of that ambulance straight into the emergency room, slid me over onto another bed, clothes came off, gown went on, they went to shaving, and I mean, within a matter of a minute or two, it seemed like, they were working on me. And the doctor kept asking me from time to time to rate my chest pain from a 1 to 10. You know, it never did get over, I'd say, a 4 or 5. And it's more of a discomfort than it was anything. And I don't know how long we were back there, but I remember the last time he asked me about my chest pain, it was gone. He looked at me, he smiled, he said, well, I kind of thought that. He said, we got you fixed here. As it turns out, I had to have 5 stents. One of them was 100% blocked. So on the left side, so that was my first experience of having a heart attack. But people can say luck. To me, luck is you call it a blessing. I mean, something told me to go do the nursing home next. St. Bernard Village. Have nurses there. St. Bernard Village is only 2 or 3 blocks from the hospital. So it didn't take me long. I mean, God was looking out for me. He'd given me another chance. Was I lucky? No, I had a blessing. God blessed me with another chance. So, anyway, Doc says after about a week or two, no heavy lifting, then I could go back to work. But I guess not realizing what kind of work I do, I don't have an office job. I work 11 hours a day, drive a milk truck, and it's very, very physical. So after 2 weeks, went to my primary care physician, told him I wanted to go back to work, so he okayed me to go back to work. Let's say they started short-term disability. Well, we shouldn't have turned that paperwork in. I asked, should I go get my DOT physical first? And they said, no, go ahead. Well, guess what? I didn't pass my DOT physical. One thing I didn't get, my eyes didn't check out. Something's up with my left eye, which is the left side of my body. Maybe it has something to do with a heart attack. I don't know. But I had never noticed it before, but wearing my glasses, I could close my right eye and I could not see that chart through my left eye and through my glasses. So I failed the DOT test. But he said, this thing about you having stents, I said, you filled out. I said, I need some stuff from your heart doctor. I need to know, I need to see your last EKG. I need to see the cardiology notes, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I went to my heart doctor and got that. Went back up to the DOT physician, and he came in and said, Mr. Shipman, you had a heart attack, serious heart attack. That's a minimum of 2 months off work. He said, you cannot go back. He said, you may feel physically like you can. He said, but the thing of it is, DOT requires you to have a medical card to get behind a commercial vehicle, and they're not going to give you one, at least not for 2 months. And even then, you will have to do a stress test to see if your heart will pump, the damaged part of your heart will pump enough blood to sustain. It's a tread machine, hook up EKG, and get my heart to laboring hard, and then see how it pumps. So, yeah. So then I had to work on reopening my short-term disability. I still didn't receive no money for them. I didn't get no paycheck. So funds are getting kind of tight right now until I start getting some money in. But I've got 2 months off. And as soon as my 2 months is over, I go take the stress test and I pass. We'll just assume I pass. Then my vacation starts. My 2 weeks to go see my wife. So here I got 2 months. What should I do? I know what I'd love to do. But I'm not a rich man. I'd love to just say, forget the round trip tickets I've already paid for, and just buy me a one-way ticket and an exit ticket. Go ahead and go to the Philippines and stay there for 2 months. I would love that. But I checked the price. Just a one-way ticket right now is almost as much as my round trip ticket was when I purchased that a year ago. So, plus, I mean, my My short-term disability checks don't go direct deposit. They'll come in the mail every week. And of course, I have a daughter that's a POA. I can make arrangements for her to check my mail, make the deposits. All of my bills I pay online anyway. Some of them are automatically deducted. The rest of them I go online and pay. Another thing, everybody's told me, why don't you just retire? Well, yeah, I'll be 65 in July. I'll have Medicare, but from now until July, I won't have no kind of insurance. And I can tell you, these heart doctors is not cheap. My anniversary date at my work is March 27. Every year after you reach your anniversary date, that's when you qualify for more vacation. I don't have any vacation until after March 27. And then I've got 3 weeks paid vacation. So I'm definitely not going to quit before that, if I decide to quit. The problem of it is I don't know if I can handle that job anymore. That's a hard job, very physical job. And it gets hot here in Arkansas in July and August. I mean, extremely hot. Don't know if my health can hold up. All right, as far as retiring, we're only allowed to make $21,000 a year before it affects our Social Security. By the time July and August gets around, I've done made too much money to retire. I would have to wait till January 1st of 24 before I could draw my first Social Security check. So I'm like between a rock and a hard place on what I should do. If I'm going to retire, I need to make a decision pretty soon before I reach that 21 grand. Because I also have a side job. I have a lawn care business. I don't make a lot of money doing it. It's just part-time. This gives me something to do, a little extra money, pocket money. So when I retire, I could actually take on more work, I guess, and do that. But right now, my biggest concern is, man, I wish I was in the Philippines. Man, I'd love to be able to go there and be able to spend 2 months, 3 months, and then come back home and then take care of business. I need a rich uncle to give me some money for plane tickets, and I wouldn't care to to waste that round trip ticket I've already bought. Crap, I can't believe the tickets have gotten so high. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I could retire, settle up my business here, pay off my house, pay off my car, pay off everything, and then just draw my Social Security, go to the Philippines, stay there until my wife and kids get their visa, which we've been told probably sometime before Christmas, hopefully. It'll be okay and ready to come back here to the USA. Decision. Yep. All right, February 28th, last day of this month. Tomorrow is March 1st. I got 5 weeks and I get to get on that airplane and go take another trip to the Philippines, see my wife. But from now until then, I'm off work from the dairy. No milk deliveries for me for a while. So right now, looks like I'll be... So right now, I'm gonna go make some money with my truck, because I haven't yet to receive anything from short-term disability. Luckily, I have my own business, make a little extra money on the side. You can tell by my neighbor's lawn here, I do his and I do mine. Look and see, the blueberry grass is still dormant. It won't be greening up for another month or two. And but I do spray out a pre-emerge on the lawns in the fall, and I do the same thing in the spring to keep down weeds. If you want to see a comparison, you're looking at my neighbor's yard, and here's his neighbor. See the difference? He'll have to mow his yard in another week or so. My neighbor and me, we won't need ours mowed till about May. There's some more. There's some neighbor. That's what you deal with if you don't put out a pre-emerge. So anyway, yeah, I made a phone call or two and got some more customers on the list. I can go make a few extra bucks, put in my pocket. If I retire, I'll probably go back into or increase my business with the lawn care. 2 years ago, I sold my lawn care business. I started it 12 years ago. And after I started out with 2 yards, push mower in the back of my truck, and a little blower. And when I sold it, I had 40 yards I had to maintain. So I had to give up one of my occupations. There was no way I could continue to do the full-time lawn care business and a full-time job at the dairy. So I sold out most of my customers. I sold the customers, sold the mowers, sold the trailer, sold the truck that I had, and then I purchased that truck and another trailer. I have 4 yards I mow. That's it. The spraying keeps me busy, but not every day. When it's time to spray in February, March, it takes me about a week to get everybody taken care of, and then I'm done. Then in April, I'll go back to those same customers and I'll put some fertilizer on their lawns. And then I'll do some spraying in June, and I'll do some more spraying in September, and then that's it. When you gotta mow yards, that's every week, continuously, all through the summer. Still undecided about my future. I'm just not sure if I want to retire or what I want to do. My dogs, they said, please let us go. Take our collars off so we can go further than where we're at right now. Looks like the tank, looks like I need about another 20-30 minutes. I'll be filled up. Got the chemicals ready, and I'll go make me some money for today. I'm gonna end this vlog right now. I'll check this out. I'll grow it, you mow it.